Hello everyone, this is JoeCool10. Welcome back to Let's Play LEGO Lord of the Rings. In the last episode we got a bunch of red bricks, and now we're ready to go around the hub area here and get some characters here for free play. So, I recorded I recorded like 3 sections of this, and they all turned out pretty long, so I think I might end up splitting. I think I'm gonna end up splitting this into multiple episodes, just because it otherwise would have gotten too long. So the first character here we already saw earlier was here at Bag End, and it's Bilbo Baggins old. And for whatever reason, the game wouldn't let me leave here, probably because it was saving or something. And the next character is over here. And it's Rosie, who Sam ends up marrying in the movie, so that's kind of funny. And then for whatever reason the game routes you to this character the long way, but there's actually a shorter way. But I think the reason why it does that is because the path is blocked, but we can actually unblock it here. Yeah, I was just looking to see where it was, and so you see that rock there? That's what's blocking our path there. So we need to come over here and smash this rock here with Gimli, and then the game should reroute us here once we get past this. This is a shorter route to go. Yep, and the game rerouted us, so we're good. So yeah, so most of these characters are going to be time sensitive ones where they're only going to be available during the day or during the night, but not all of them. Some of them are available at any time of day, but to change it from day to night, you just have to select the map stone on the map and travel to there and select either the sun for day or the moon for night, obviously. So, and you'll see me doing that here. So, and that's just how it goes with these characters in the Mythal Bricks, is the time sensitive ones. It's kind of an interesting concept for this game, how they have, the time sensitive, but you can change it to where you need to. So we're going to travel here to Weathertop now after buying that character. And one of the characters here is the Ring Wraith, but it turns out that he's only available at nighttime. So we're gonna have to. I went up here to check and see if he's here, but then I figured, oh, he's probably only here at nighttime because he didn't spawn here. So I figured, oh, he's probably only available at nighttime. So I decided to fast travel to thing and selected the nighttime here. So now the time of day will stay until you fast travel, or you travel to the map stone again and change the time of day. So it is kind of nice how the time of day does stay. So here's the Ring Wraith. So, and a lot of these characters are kind of are fairly expensive. I think the most a character costs is like 500,000 studs. So that's one reason why we wanted to grind up the studs a fair amount before we started collecting these characters, is because, yeah, and I got disoriented there. So I had to get turned around. I had to get turned around here, and I thought the game was leading me to Rivendell for some point, but it's not. It's leading me to the character here. So we gotta cross this here again with Legolas. And we will be going after a few Mythal Bricks here, only because some of these characters are hard to get to, and there's Mythal Bricks that are by these characters. And so rather than having to come back to some of these areas again, we are going to get some Mythal Bricks. Not right here, but in other areas we will, because this area is not too hard to get to. These scorpions here are for Mythal Brick, so we're not going to attack them. or we're gonna try not to attack them. We want this guy here. I did attack one of them and started the timer there, as you see. But we got the character we wanted. So we're not gonna... I thought about running down the timer, but I just decided to fast travel here. When you fast travel, that cancels the timer. So we're gonna travel to Rivendell and change it to day. Because all these characters are available today. But as you see, Elrond there, the second age, is only available at nighttime, so we can't get him. But we can get Bilbo Baggins. So you may have seen Bilbo Baggins earlier in story mode, and you could have bought him then, but it really wasn't worth it at that point. But you can, you know, if you wanted to, but I didn't. So and sometimes it takes a minute for these characters to spawn in too, and they don't always spawn right where the game tells you. So there's Bilbo. Sometimes you have to reload the area or something in order to get these characters to spawn too. It's weird. So this character right here, Elrond of the Third Age, is actually very difficult to get to. And so there's a Mithril brick right by him, and so we will be getting that Mithril brick as well. And it's actually a tricky Mithril brick to get to, so we'll be heading that way, and that's gonna take up the majority of this episode actually. Believe it or not, because this guy is so hard to get to. You wouldn't think he would be, but he is. So you remember coming here earlier? There he is on top of the balcony, but we can't just climb up there. That would be too easy. So we gotta change to Legolas here, and we gotta shoot some arrows, and we actually have to scale this wall here. Okay, and we actually can't jump up there because, as you see, there's a rock there, so we have to shoot that rock down first and then shoot the arrow stud, which is crazy. But there's another rock actually, and I actually missed this one. So as you see, there's no arrow there, so we have to jump to this tightrope, and that jump is one of the hardest jumps to do, I swear. I had to do this multiple times, so there's gonna be a lot of failure here, so don't laugh at me. This is not easy. This is not as easy as it looks. Yeah, I fell in the water there, but luckily the game is nice enough to put me back up here where I was. So okay, so now up here we have to shoot that arrow stud, but then I didn't see that rock there. There's a rock there that you're supposed to shoot there as well, and I missed it. So I'm gonna end up having to come back there. I thought I was good here at this point, but nope, I'm not. So yeah, there's no arrow there, so I was like, oh no, I have to shoot that rock there or something. So yeah, we have to do this dang tightrope again. Oh, I was trying again because I thought there was a way you could get up there, but there isn't. At least not right now. And yep, that jump to that rope is so tough. And having to do it twice here too then was so painful. There, I missed it again. Yep. Lots of fails. So that's why we're gonna get all this stuff knocked out now, is because this character is so hard to get to. I don't know why they didn't make an easier path for this guy, but this is the path that the game wants you to take to get to this character. So apparently there's no other way to get to this character. So there we go, made the jump. So luckily we can shoot the stud from right. We can shoot the boulder from right here. There's our arrow stud that we were missing. So there we go. Now we're good. Now we can climb up there. Yeah, and the game's gonna try to put me back up there, so we have to do the dang tightrope again. But luckily we can skip some of the preliminary arrows. Now we can jump up here. And once you make it up here, you're good. So the hard part's over. Or at least the hard part. Now, for some reason, I changed characters there. That's gonna be kind of a thing with this, is you don't want to change characters too much in this part, because otherwise, the character that's on top will come back down, and then you have to do some climbing again. So, there's the Mithril brick right there. We're gonna go for that one, but first, let's buy Elrond the Third Age. So there's these jumping statues here. Anytime you see jumping items, you have to destroy so many of them to get a Mithril brick in a time limit. So the best way to destroy items here is with the Berserker, because he can destroy stuff in one shot. So that wasn't one of them. This is one of them though. Any of the ones that are jumping are the ones that you want to target. So we only have 5 seconds between each one. The timer does reset when you kill one of them. So it takes me a few tries. There is a rope there, but I don't think there's a way to get to that rope. I don't think that rope is accessed normally. So, and trying to target these items too with the Berserker's tough, but trust me, this is really the only way you can do this. And my timer's gonna expire again, so we have to start over. And you have to do these in a certain order too. So the timer does reset every time you destroy one of the statues, but that wasn't one of them. This was, but the timer ran out again. I think I get it this time. So that's 4. So it's these guys that are playing the lute, or whatever that instrument is. It looks like a lute. There's all 6, so that's the Mithril brick. Trust me, it's better to get that Mithril brick now than have to come back here again and try to get that, because as you saw, it was not easy to get up here. So now we're good with that. So our next character is way over there, but the next character is Elrond the Second Age. That's right. This guy isn't the easiest to get to either, but I'll show you how. We have to move these blocks here with Gandalf to get him. But this part here is actually not as hard as it looks. So what you want to do is you want to make a stack that's jumpable. So like the mid stack, and then the tall stack like that is usually what you want to go for. And then we can change to Legolas here to quick jump up here. It makes it very easy to get up here. We can now get Elrond the Second Age. There's also a mission up here, but we can't get it. But there's a blacksmith design down here that we can get. It is better to get that now rather than later. The Mithril Spring Roots, we don't need those. But this guy we could talk to, but we don't have. I don't believe we have the item he wants, so we're going to come back for him later. So there's one more character for us to get here in Rivendell, and that's this guy right here, Gloin, who is Gimli's father. So he's not that way. He's actually outside of Rivendell. So sometimes it's best to set that as your destination on the map, so then the ghost studs will lead you to the character. So that way you don't have to worry. So again, we're going to jump here to save some time, because he's kind of over by where we came for the bonus level, but he's not in the exact same area. He's actually off to the side here. There's those silver rocks right there. That's where the character is. We need the Berserker, obviously, to destroy those rocks. And for whatever reason, Gloin does not spawn here. I don't know if I didn't wait long enough for him to spawn or what, but he didn't spawn here. So sometimes, like I said, sometimes these characters, they don't spawn right away or something. So, and I don't know if it's because they are time sensitive, but the best thing to do is just to reload the area by fast traveling, and you have to try again, unfortunately. But Sometimes that's how it goes with these characters. They just don't want to spawn right away. You have to reload it. And coming up here right after I collect glowing, the game actually crashed. It's happened before when I did the Let's Play for Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4, where when I'm recording with Fraps, sometimes the game will crash. Luckily, the recording was still saved, and so I didn't lose anything, but yeah, the episode just will abruptly end here coming up, so after I collect glowing here, so. But it was okay, because I was coming up on kind of the time limit for this recording session anyway. So it was okay. So glowing didn't spawn right away here, but I decided to wait a little bit to see if he would spawn. And there he is, and he's going to attack me because I'm an enemy character. These characters will attack you if you are an enemy character, so I need to change to my sword here as Berserker and fight this guy, and then I get glowing. So that is going to be the end of this episode. So until next time, this is Joe Cool 10 signing out.